Hello, right, I'm pretty sure we are live. Welcome to everyone. The time is 7:18 UK time. Sorry if I'm a bit late. Me and Conspiracy Catz just had to make sure we're all sorted. If you're watching this in other parts of the world, welcome. Hope you're having a good evening, good morning, whatever, good afternoon. So a couple of points. I mean, I am extremely new to this, the live thing. So if anything goes wrong, you can blame it all on me. But, you know, we'll learn. Hopefully tonight goes well and we'll learn from that and we'll move on and we'll find the best ways to do everything going forward. Right. Okay. So the idea for tonight is Conspiracy Catz and I have, I'll bring them in a minute, but Conspiracy Catz and I have chosen a video each, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of play that video to each other. Neither of us have seen the other's video, and we're going to react to that live. Should be a bit of fun. I've got no idea what he's picked. He's got no idea what I've picked. So we're going to do that. In between that, we're going to give a few shout outs to some channels, and keep an eye on the chat and things like that. I'm going to be inclined not to interact with anyone in the chats whilst we're doing it. But at the end, if we get a chance, we will have a few shout outs on the chat and things like that and talk to you guys. Before I bring Conspiracy Catz on, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone. We passed the 70,000 mark yesterday. Really pleased with that. Huge thank you for you guys for watching. Genuinely appreciate everyone's time in viewing the videos. I really enjoy making them, so I just want to say thank you to everyone for that. Okay, without further ado, let's bring the main man on. Conspiracy Catz, how you doing?
Yeah, not so bad, man. How are you doing? You okay?
Sorry, I had a mouthful of beer. Yeah, I'm good.
Good. I thought you couldn't hear me for a second then. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this all day. It's good to finally get it on, mate. Really looking forward to it.
I have as well. I was a bit apprehensive this morning because I've never done this before, obviously. But I think this afternoon, with the help of the mods and things like that, they've, you know, kind of made me feel a bit better about the whole thing. A quick thing though, what I want to like refer to you as a short name, so I don't want to call you Conspiracy Catz every time, and I don't want to call you CC because that reminds me of the old YouTuber who thought the orange fuel tank was a rocket.
Yeah,
you know, Chris from New York. So what can I call you, like Catz or something?
Catz or Al, either one. Catz or Al.
All right, cool. Well, okay, so we know the format, we know what we're doing. I'm excited to see your video. If it's anything like the videos you have in your videos, then it should be quite fun. How's your week been anyway, mate?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been busy. We're getting a new. Won't bore everyone with getting a new kitchen finished, but we're getting a new kitchen fitted. So it's been hard. But I have done a couple of offline sort of not debates, but chats with some flat earthers. I'll mention it later on when we do the shout outs and stuff. But it's been interesting speaking to a few different people. Yeah, what about yourself?
Say that again, mate.
Oh,
say that again.
So what about yourself?
Go on.
What about you? What have you been doing?
It's been pretty. I've done quite a lot of writing and recording, but no, I've stepped up to 2 a week. But I had a bit of a mare in the week. I had an exam to go to, a university exam, and I got there, parked up in a space, and my car's got like a little start-stop button, and I went to turn the car off, and the button didn't work, so the car wouldn't turn off. So I've turned up. You know, it's 10 minutes to go before I got in there, and my car wouldn't turn off. So I couldn't do anything. I couldn't leave my car like on and go and do this exam. So I had to miss it. So I missed my exam.
Oh,
so yeah, I know. And I drove straight to Halfords, and they had a sticky button or something on the start-stop button. So yeah, not the best of weeks, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
You know what? Your mechanic's a flat earther, mate. He's seen your videos and he's
Oh, my mechanics, he stitched me up proper, isn't he? Yeah, absolutely
The
brilliant.
mechanic doesn't own a big shed, does
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So let's get this underway. Right. Okay. So you've got no idea what my video is. Now I've not chosen a flat Earth one. It's I've chosen a conspiracy one, but it's not flat Earth.
Right.
So bear with me. I'll get it loaded up. And so let's screen share. Okay. So this is from a YouTuber who's not very well known. He's only got 8 subscribers. However, he's got some interesting ideas. So he's called Aaron Lutterman. Can you see that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool guy.
So he's debunked Darwin, mate. He's debunked Darwin. That's the gist of it.
Good going.
So he's a better man than whoever's come after Darwin. And he's got some interesting ideas. If you actually end up looking at his channel, he's got some crazy ideas. Something to do with intestinal worm cures, a cure for intestinal worms, all sorts of stuff. And he mentions it as well in this video about proving he can see out of the white of his eye. He's proved, so he's got some interesting ideas. So we'll start the video, and we'll see what he's got. Right. Are you ready?
Fire away, man. I'm ready to go.
Okay, here we go. You got to let me know you can hear it. All right.
Okay.
So I can prove that Darwin's theory of evolution doesn't make any sense fairly easily. So the Earth is said to have evolved over 4.5 billion years. So keep that number in mind, 4.5 billion. And
so he's happy with the age of the Earth. That's the first thing.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he's happy with the age of the Earth. Yeah, I was a bit concerned because if you look at his hat, he's yeah. So you'd think if someone's happy with the age of the Earth, that evolution is something that you would be happy with, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's continue.
And then you take the average number of cells in a human body, which is 3 to 4 trillion. So what's roughly 4 trillion divided by 4 billion? 1,000. So that means that evolution would have to happen so quickly. An average human evolving would have to accumulate about 1,000 cells per year.
What?
So what do you think of that?
That is ridiculous. Right, hang on. So what is he saying? He's saying that we start as a single cell organism, right? And that organism, a year later, must have evolved into an organism with 1,000 cells. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he's basically saying that he's kind of got the age of the year, age of the Earth, and he's divided it by the amount of cells in the human body. And he's saying that because that becomes to about 1,000, that's not enough time in order for you to evolve.
That is incredible. When I was doing A-level biology, we were looking at the mass span of bacteria, and a bacteria can reproduce every 20 minutes. And if they all reproduce every 20 minutes, at the end of a day, you'd have 1 billion. That is, if each one of them duplicates. That's
absolutely, yeah.
That's an interesting viewpoint he's got there. Yeah, I like that.
I know. Let's continue.
During their evolution, along with evolving, like how they function, how they reproduce, all their senses would have to evolve, and just the overall functioning of their bodies would have to evolve at the same time. keep believing in Darwin's theory of evolution if you believe in voodoo or black magic or something. Maybe voodoo is the same thing as black magic. I have no idea.
Is voodoo the same thing as black magic?
Yeah, it is in my house, mate. The way I do it, yeah, it's that's brilliant. Oh my word!
At this point, I was laughing quite a lot, and I thought you'd like it. Let's see what else he's got.
Idea. I've just heard of both things separately. But anyway, so that's how I disprove evolution, and I don't believe in God either. But I think that there is a different theory to actually explain in a different video. Once I figure out how to articulate the entire thing. But the Big Bang Theory doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
So he supports the age of the Earth. He doesn't support evolution, and he doesn't support the Big Bang.
That is incredible. And he's got another theory for evolution that he's not going to share with us. He's got science he's not going to tell us. How can you not support the Big Bang Theory but yet support the age of the Earth?
I haven't got a clue. I haven't a clue. But he goes on a little bit of a little mini rant here. Look.
Oh yeah, there's this particle that just like exploded, and then it turned into a whole bunch of particles. Of course. Why? Oh, it's a miracle you found that out. It's just amazing. Here's a whole bunch of my money because that's just incredible that you found out the reality behind everything is it's the Big Bang Theory. Oh, wow. Thanks for figuring that out. That doesn't make any fucking sense, you lunatic.
So he's not happy about the Big Bang Theory.
Okay. This guy's incredible. But he's not. What gets me about these guys, right? He's not happy about Big Bang Theory, but he's showing no evidence of actually knowing anything about the Big Bang Theory or knowing anything about evolution. It's I see this time and time again. It just makes me want to bang my head against a brick wall.
Yeah, absolutely. If he'd actually looked into why we believe it's the Big Bang, because we're not going to dress it up. We don't 100% know what happened. We don't. But all we can do is supply the best evidence we've got. And go on.
No, so I'm going to say, yeah, you're right. Look, we've got redshift, haven't we? We've got cosmic microwave background radiation. It's there to see, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure if he knew that, maybe in a different video. I don't know. But let's continue.
So the science seems to be obsessed with embracing lunacy, and if you have enough time to figure out not God exists, and you actually consider whether to believe in God or not, and you're not just fed God beliefs from your childhood, then it is insane to believe in God. So there's a lot of Christians with insane theories as well, and Christians are mostly good, extremely good people. So just as a side note, because I don't want to just demean Christians.
Unless, of course, you decide to write on globes and rip up books. Sorry, I had to put that in there.
That was brilliant.
There's a whole bunch of people in the scientific community that are just wackos. I can prove that I can see with the white part of my eye. I do that in some of my other videos.
Here he goes. Wait for it.
I figured it out in less than 10 seconds, and it's with a simple little test that you can do at home, and it involves your eyes, and so most people can do this little test thing, but I proved that I can see with the white part of my eye, so that disproves what's taught about the human eye in millions of science textbooks. And there's scientists that just go.
So this is the old irreducible complexity thing with the eye.
So go on. What's that?
It's it's like a too complex organ to have evolved.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So that's what he was like leaning towards there. But I saw a clip of him because he's actually come out now on another video saying he was wrong about the seeing with the white part of the eye, and he actually explained how he did it. So he put his finger on his eyelid. So he closed his eye and put his finger on his eyelid and moved his pupil to the left or right, whatever opposite sides of the finger. And because he could see an imprintation of his finger on his eyelid, he thought he could see with the white part of his eye.
That is fun. Oh my word! Has this guy met Gav? Because I think these two would get on absolutely brilliantly. That's hilarious.
They would. You're right. Hey, you've got to introduce them, mate. You've got to introduce them.
I think I will do in one of my videos. Actually, I think that's what's coming.
Oh, brilliant! Right, how long we got? Another minute and a half. Okay, come on.
Along with whatever's published in the scientific community, they just go along with, okay, well, it says that I see a flipped image on my retina, so that must be what I see. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, it's genius. Oh, wow.
So this annoyed me as well, because this is another thing with flat earthers and the conspiracy people. They just think that scientists make stuff up, put it in a book, and expect us all to believe it.
That's just it, though, isn't it? Like, yeah, somebody says it, we'll write it down. That's it. You know, all the years of research, all the experimentation, all the reproducibility. You know, it flies out the window for them, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. They think we pull numbers out of our asses and then just whack them, and then that's all of a sudden the truth, and we're just supposed to. I mean, if they had any idea, it's so difficult to get it across that point. Yeah. Oh dear.
It's frustrating.
Well, thanks for figuring that out for everyone. Doesn't make any sense, you lunatics. But anyway, there's what would you need? And by the way, what would you need to see an image flipped on somebody's retina? You'd need some type of a special, like, retina scope or something. Or
I'm just going to let that sink in.
Right. So he said the image doesn't form on the back of the eye we can't prove it because we haven't got a retina scope to see an actual projected image on the back of the eye.
Absolutely. That's his argument.
That's quite outstanding, actually.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Mate, you have to go and check out some of his other videos. They're brilliant.
Oh, yeah, I'll be going straight there. Yeah, definitely. This guy reminds me of someone I know, actually. I'll not say who, but yeah, I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of this one.
Oh, dear.
Or would you need to hack their optic nerve? You would probably need to hack their optic nerve to see what's in their retina, if their retina actually sees some type of an image or something. So anyway, God, there's a lot of misinformation presented by a lot of people in very powerful positions, and it's not challenged like it should be. But anyway, I just said I should probably finish up this video, but I just thought I would post something that helps people to think outside the box.
Well, I think he's done that.
He's definitely thinking outside the box. Yeah, definitely. That's brilliant. But the thing is, what I was really impressed by was his, all the sort of like scientific language he used and the depth of his understanding he showed. I've learned a lot from that.
Absolutely, I know. I mean, and if you check, like he does. I looked at a few of his other videos, and he does do some, reasonably sensible ones. But he also does some absolute crazy ones. You've got to see it, seriously. It's really, really, really funny.
What would possess someone to do something like that? Whack it out on the internet for everyone to see. Like, you've got to be so sure of yourself, haven't you, to put yourself out there like that, and to be so wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a general. Like I was saying this the other day, that if you're predisposed to believe in conspiracy theories, then flat Earth is perfect for you.
Yeah,
it's perfect. It's got all the markings of a great conspiracy. And if you're already into that, like if you're already a moon landing denier, then you're going to get straight on the flat Earth bandwagon every time.
Yeah, I mean, I get when I started off on my channel, I think I went something like 15 videos or something before making anything to mention flat Earth. I did stuff on water, breatharianism, and
Yeah.
right from the get-go, right from the very start, when I did a video on someone who thought water wasn't made of hydrogen and oxygen, I had people coming on telling me I was a globy retard, and I was like, I haven't mentioned, I went 15 videos nearly without mentioning the shape of the Earth, and I got abuse from flat Earthers right from the word go. So you're right, any kind of conspiracy, it's like flies to a poo, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. I just the more I see, the more I'm dumbfounded, and the more I look on YouTube, the more I find there's no way I'm going to run out of material until SpaceX or whatever, Virgin Galactic, send people up to actually see the Earth. Then there's always going to be material.
Well, I've already thought of how they're going to do that. I've already thought of the conspiracy of how they're going to do that.
Go on.
The windows of the plane are actually going to be
the windows
of the rocket. They're going to be like TV screens, but like each of them's going to have a camera fitted above the window. So when they're being waved off by the friends, it's going to film the friends, so they think it's a real window. It's being projected, and that's how they'll do it. So I've already debunked SpaceX before it's even started.
They will, won't they? I said this to someone once about the Russian MiG jets. I said, why don't we meet up? Because the Russian MiG jets take you up to the edge of space now.
Yeah.
And I said, why don't we meet up? We'll both go up in the Russian jets. We'll see the curvature of the Earth, or not the curvature of Earth, and whoever is wrong pays for the flights at the end. And the answer? Oh, the jets have got a curved window, so even if it was flat, I would see a curve. Literally got an excuse for everything.
I know, it's great, isn't it? But at the end of the day, to be honest, we need to do our research, because I got myself a glass of water earlier on, and it was level at the top. Got me thinking.
Oh no, that's yeah, that's
we've
bad.
got to do our research.
That's bad. Yeah, that's good research. That's solid research. Like when you go swimming as well. Have you noticed there's no tides in the swimming pool?
That's it. And the moon, it should be able to pull it.
No. Yeah, no tides, no gravity. It's just ridiculous. Fouquet word, if you're listening, or Phuket, whatever.
Funny you should say that, actually.
Huh?
Funny you should say Fouquet, because you may have just predicted my video.
Oh, really?
Yes. Now, what did you want to do it now, or did you want to go turn about something else?
Let's do a couple of shout outs quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to at this point thanks to the moderators who I gave very short notice to that they were moderators. I've got no idea about what goes on, how it works, and I assume they're doing a good job. But hey, who knows? So the first one is obviously Young Blue Skeptic. He does. I mean, you'll agree with me. He does some fantastic videos.
Oh, that kid's got a bright future.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, guys, if you haven't looked at Young Blue Skeptic's channel, please do check that out. That's a fantastic channel. He does some good stuff, and he likes picking on the Flat Earth debate team as well, which is always good. The second channel I want to shout out is The Boss. He's also a moderator for me. His full channel name is The Boss 24611. He does some good videos too, along the same vein as Young Blue Skeptic. And the third one I'd like to give a shout out to is a guy called Rusty Walker. He is immensely funny. He's only got about 150 subscribers, and he did a couple of videos that when it all broke, when Anthony and Ranty and all that all started making videos about my subscribers. And he did a couple of videos that kind of were in my defense. And off the back of that, I watched some of his others. He is a genuinely funny guy. So Rusty Walker, guy, just search it. It's just Rusty and Walker is the YouTube name. Check him out. He is really, really funny. What about you?
Yeah, I've got a few. I'll do a few. Like, you know what? Live TV, isn't it? I had it all on a piece of paper, and I think I'm sat on it, or the kids taking it. So I'm going to do the ones I can. Off memory, but I'll get those later on. I want to. Obviously, you're right. Young Blue Skeptic has been really helpful to me technology wise. Actually, definitely second him.
Oh, he's a kid, isn't he? He's going to be.
He's brilliant. I mean, you've got the big ones anyway. That like your Sean Huffords and your Soundleys and your OK. People. Those that people know.
Yeah. Goes without saying.
Oh yeah, goes outside. I mean, everyone knows who they are. You've got I've got this this guy's emailed me a couple of times in Australia, which it's surprising because I've heard Australia doesn't exist. A guy called De Brownie 93, but the spelling of that is a little bit odd. De Brownie 93, and he doesn't always come up in the searches. So I'll get the spelling for that later on.
We'll put links. We'll put links in the description of all the channels.
Yes, we'll do that. He did a lot of stuff early doors when Peter and Pete and other people were claiming that water wasn't made of hydrogen and oxygen. He did loads of actual. It's not like me who sits about with a teddy bear and a ukulele in front of the guitar. Proper experiments on water and just debunked, literally destroyed, blew out the water everything Peter and Pete were saying. So awesome. Definitely him.
Okay.
PlanarWalk. Have we mentioned PlanarWalk?
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's bad of me. He'll probably have a go at me later. Yeah, he's good too.
I remembered.
Well done.
Yeah. No, he's very good. And I do have more, and I will track that piece of paper, even if I've got to run upstairs at some point and grab it, because there's been quite a few. And if I can't, then if I still send them you and we whack them in the description.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put all those in the description, any more that you know of as well. But I mean, if we can. I mean, the idea is if we do something like this monthly or whatever, as often as we can, and we'll shout out a couple of channels that we've been interested in over the past month or whatever.
Yeah.
Each time we do it.
Yeah, we could even put some of the debunking videos up, couldn't we, and show everyone how good they were.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
okay, so do you want to go with yours?
Well, when you said it didn't have to be a flat Earth video, I started rooting through some old home videos, but I couldn't find any that were suitable. So I've got this one, and yeah, the catchphrase at the beginning doesn't. I just hope it works.
Right.
Am I sharing?
Hang on, let me see if this works. So I've got no idea what I'm doing. So let's try and sort this out. Here we go. Have I done it? I think I've done it.
Right, I'm trying to go full screen. Look at that. Go on. Go full screen. Hey!
Are we good? Are you up?
I think we're on.
I think,
right,
yeah.
Now this.
We're good.
Did you predict it before? Right, and I've tried to play a game, right? Guess how many times you can be completely wrong in a 5-minute video. So if anyone wants to whack in the comments how many times you can be wrong, we'll count them up and see.
And this is our young friend from Phuket.
Is that how you pronounce it? Because I keep getting.
I've not got a clue. I say Phuket. People say Phuket. I've been corrected about 1,000 times, different ways of saying it. But it's him.
That's an apple. He looks a bit different.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Here we go.
Go on then.
Take him on.
Go on then.
Did you hear that? Was that broadcaster sound?
I heard it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Here we go then. Let's see if I can turn the volume here with it.
Let's have a look at Newtonian physics, or rather the language of Newtonian physics, which was created to have us believe and perceive that we can stick to the outside of a spherical Earth, something we know is physically impossible unless there is some kind of scientific explanation for it.
I love that. How can he say? we know that this is. I love the way he just says we all know that it's scientifically impossible. Like we're all in agreement, unless there's some sort of scientific explanation. Now I don't know, Dan. Is there a scientific explanation of how we can stick to a ball?
There might be. You know. The we all know. The we all know is he's talking about the 12 flat earthers that exist in the world. No, I'm joking. There's obviously more than that, but that's what he's saying when he says we all know, isn't it? He's talking about his friends.
It's fact. It's friends. It's fact. It's proven, isn't it? It's I love it. I love it. And then unless there was a scientific explanation, like, oh right, okay. I do. That's one of my favourite quotes of all time. Let's see what else he goes on to say.
Okay.
Right, but we will see that this is not real physics. It is just a manipulation.
I'm not going to argue with him there. What follows is not real physics, right? That's the only thing he says that's correct.
Yeah, agree with you there.
Of numbers to create a mathematical model, which is more about telling the time than measuring actual forces. This was done, I believe, to complete the Copernican model of having the Earth orbiting the Sun along with other planets, which I believe was done to solidify or standardize the Gregorian calendar, the 12.
Right. So what is the Gregorian calendar, right? The 12-month calendar that we got from the Julian calendar. Do you know how that come about? Why it was introduced?
Well, I think I did a video on this with Marty Leeds, who was trying to find numbers and stuff. I'm trying to remember. It was something like there was originally 10 months, and then Julius Caesar and Augustus or something wanted to have 2 additional months. So is that right? Oh no, it's to do with festivals, January and February. Mm-hmm. They added the January and February on the beginning to make it 12 months. Is that right? Yeah,
and they added the months, but the purpose behind it, the Julian calendar, was it wasn't keeping time well enough. So like the equinox will fall on a different day. Okay, yeah. Each time of the year. So he's right when he's talking about it had a timekeeping thing, but what he's basically saying is it had no base on the heliocentric model at all. It was literally to base our timing off. But why does he think that the equinox falls at the same time each year? Why does he think that the solstices fall at the same time? Why does he think we even have those things? You know what I mean? It's for him just to say, we invented the 12-month calendar just so we could have something to back up our theory about heliocentrism. Everything is a conspiracy. Sorry, we're going. He doesn't think, does he? That's the problem. That's true, right? But he's about to get even better. I think we're up to 2. I think it's probably, to be honest, he's probably been wrong more than twice. But let's keep going.
12-month calendar that we all use pretty much across the world now, but this was done instead of using with the Gregorian calendar. You have the sun at the center, and the attempt was made to have us perceive this as our physical reality, when all it is really about is keeping time, global time, if you like. Yeah, so we can see that this apple all by itself in the medium of air weighs 120.8 grams.
How can he still be getting that wrong? How can he still be saying it weighs 120 grams? How many? I've seen about 8 of his videos where he weighs things and he's still weighing in grams. He's still confusing weight and mass time after time. Well, it's typical flat earther behavior, isn't it? They just don't. I mean, I know you did that paper with Anthony Riley, the physics paper, and to be fair to him, he has got a bit about him in terms of his general knowledge, isn't he? Yeah. But most flat earthers don't, and I'd be really intrigued to know how they would do on that sort of a test, a physics test. A basic, even just a foundation. That's a good point, actually. Was that higher or foundation you gave Sleeping Warrior? It were a higher triple. Oh, okay, cool. It were a little bit cheeky. There was stuff in there about positrons and beta decay and stuff like that, which maybe I should have stuck to analytical type questions. But no, that was higher one. You're right, though. You're right. They do make this mistake a lot. It's but it doesn't matter how many times are corrected. Anyway, let's see what else let's see. Well, I'm up to 3 now. Let's see how many he gets.
120 grams. There is force pulling this unless you want to believe that we can stick to the outside of a spherical Earth.
Right. So Dan, is it feasible if he's saying there's no external force pulling on it? Is it feasible that inside that microbalance are some tiny little springs that are being squashed by the force of the apple? Like, what? I'm at a loss there. Like, why is there no force pulling? I don't understand how you can be like that. I tell you what, if you stand up and you get a bowling ball in your hand, right, and if that bowling ball isn't moving, you tell me that your muscles don't have to apply a force in the opposite direction. You know how?
Absolutely. The thing with that is, when you drop it as well, and they say that it's the density of the ball that is greater than the density of the air that makes it fall. I think you've mentioned this before in one of your videos, that the density of the air is the same all around the ball. So the density is also less above the ball and to the left of the ball and to the. So why doesn't the ball move in a random direction?
Exactly.
Because it's, why does it move down? Because it just so happens that down has a density. The air is less dense than the ball. But why does it go down? Why doesn't it go up? Because the air above it is less dense. I'm sure you've said that before in a video.
I have, but one of the guys in my comment section, now if I get this name wrong, he's going to cry. So I think it's about he's not going to cry, sorry, I mean, he'll be upset, but there was about 1 or 4 people. It could have been Paul Hill, Paulie Dooley, sorry, it could have been Stargazer Jim, or it was one of them 3 that said, look, if the air pressure increases the closer you get to the ground, then if anything, the density of the air above the apple is less.
Yeah, right? I remember that. I remember it.
If anything, it should go upward.
Yeah, it's going to be very slightly less above the ball, isn't it?
If we're going to be pedantic, then if it's going to go anywhere due to density, it should go upwards. Right. Anyway, I'm about to get a physics lesson from Pooke World, so.
Otherwise, we just see it as it is. It is a solid object that has a weight of 120 grams.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, you can call that weight a force, a downward force, if you want. You can call it gravity if you like that.
Okay, we will.
Gravity just means weight, and what has happened with the Newtonian language of physics is that weight has been turned into or translated into a force, but we are told it is an external force created by the specific mass of the spherical Earth, which pulls everything towards it so that we can perceive that we can stick to it.
And doing it again, like how is it not an external force? How non-contact forces exist? Magnetism is a non-contact force. Static electricities. Like I don't. I've looked through the comment section of this video, and it'll be linked. Well, will you be linking these in the description?
Yeah, we'll link the 2 videos. Yeah.
So if you scroll through the comment section of this video, you'll see literally every single person in the comment section saying the same thing we're saying now. And then after this, he went on to make another video that I've already used about gravity and buoyancy and
Is that the one with the ball in the pond?
One with the ball in the the pond, yeah. Just incredible, right?
He doesn't sound like he knows what he wants to say. It's like he's saying a sentence and then he's thinking about the next sentence straight away. He's not sure exactly where he's going with it, is he?
It's unsurprisingly no, he's not at all. And what gets me, I say, is even afterwards when he's got time to reflect and think, you know what, I've been corrected there. There's just like a brick wall, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. There is no talking to this guy. He's going to love this, by the way. That he's on here.
Do you think he'll know we're streaming?
Maybe. Yeah. There were 8 down thumbs before we started.
Yeah, I did 7 of them, mate. I've got loads of accounts. No, I'm kidding. Can I just? Sorry, go on, mate.
Go on.
No, I was going to say at this point, can I say hi, Mum? She told me to give a shout out, and she told me not to swear, so I'm on my best behaviour.
Hi, Conspiracy Catz, Mum. How you doing?
Yeah, but really it is just the weight of the apple as a dense object in the air which cannot support it, okay? It weighs 120 grams. On this table...
No, weighs...
Just a solid object. It's not putting up any force against the apple. It's not opposing gravity just stopping the apple from going down any further.
So how can it not be applying a force if it's stopping the apple from back to that holding the bowling ball in your arm again, aren't we?
Absolutely.
He's nothing if not consistent, though, this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
So
If it went off the edge of the table, then it would fall, and this, knowing that it would fall at a rate of 9.8 meters per second
yeah, that 9.8. First of all, if it falls off the table, 10-second rule, you can still eat it. But that 9.8, that 9.8 meters per second, where does he think that comes from? Where does it? You know,
Well,
is that a coincidence?
It's one of the ones we've made up, mate. It's one of them we put it in a book.
Well, that's it. The fact I don't. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna. I've even lost count of the stuff I'm saying, but so I'll have to toss it up later. But here comes one of my favourites.
Go on.
Second is gave Newtonian physics a solid or consistent number to play with, and then create a mathematical model from that.
Yeah. So what we did is we made up 9.8 meters per second squared.
Yeah, we did.
Just so we could play about with it, then create a model around it, but it's not real.
Absolutely. I don't know where we found that 9.8, but someone did, and they put it in a book, and that was it. You got to believe it. You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, then you're an idiot.
Well, like I've said before, if I go out and taser a butterfly in my garden, it's gonna fall to the ground at 9.8 meters per second, the same as a bowling ball.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, interesting enough, you know the story of Newton and the apple.
Go on.
Yeah, that's not true.
Really? What was it, like a pineapple tree?
No, it was an apple tree. But so there was a guy called Robert Hooke, a scientist called Robert Hooke. You obviously know him.
Mm-hmm.
And he originally put the idea of gravity in Newton's head. And when he was being interviewed when he was older, Newton, he made up the story about the apple falling on his head a long time before, so he could discredit Hooke's input. So it was all Newton's idea. So that it did not happen with the apple on the head.
That's I've learned something, man.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. All the stuff I am indoctrinating the kids at school.
Yeah, you are.
Tell them what I am. Well, at least the government pay me for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you get that reminds me, Matt? Did you get your NASA check this week?
Brown paper envelope, cash only.
Yeah. Oh, you got cash only.
Cash only. Yeah. Monopoly money.
They hand deliver.
They do for me, because I spread that much nonsense, mate.
Yeah. Oh, kudos to you, mate. Kudos to you.
But when something is falling at a particular rate or going along at a particular speed, that's not about the force being used. It is just about the time it takes to go from A to B. Yeah.
This bit I agree with him on. If something's traveling at a constant speed, I think we all know there doesn't have to be, or there's certainly no resultant force applied to it, is there?
Indeed.
But here we go.
We can, to push this apple along, I need to use 120 grams.
Wrong.
Plus friction of force. Yeah, 120 grams of
Wrong.
force. I can do it slowly, or I can do it quickly. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm still only using 120 grams of force.
But we can prove that, and like force equals mass times acceleration. The faster you move it, the bigger the acceleration, the bigger the force. If I put a thin rope on a car and try and pull a car along my drive, then I can do it if I do it slowly.
Absolutely.
No,
I was just saying, absolutely you can, because you're quite a strong guy, aren't you?
Oh well, I have been known to bench press the bar plus at least some weights on it. but like if I tug on that rope really quickly, right, or that string quickly, the string is going to snap. If you pull a heavy object, we do this in school. You get a heavy weight, you pull it slowly with a string, and it moves. You yank it with the string, and the string snaps because force equals mass times acceleration. You're putting too much force on the string.
Absolutely, yeah.
But,
that's. I think that's beyond him. That's sort of a discussion.
Yeah, I think we're up to about 12 now.
I'd say more.
Not more or less to push it along. Yeah, when it's falling through the air, it is just the weight of itself.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Anyway, let's have a look at what happens when we put the apple in water, bearing in mind that we are told the specific mass of the Earth is what creates weight. So logically, the specific mass of whatever creates an opposing buoyant force should make a difference to the weight.
This bit's quite brilliant, I think. Brilliantly almost correct. Where do you think he's going with this?
I couldn't even begin to think how the mind of this man works.
Well, he doesn't explain it too well, but I will start. And I think at some point, I think he's actually got some sort of understanding of the gravitational model. But let's see.
Okay.
Right, but no, it doesn't. We put the apple in normal water here, it floats, yeah? You put it in salt water here, it floats a little bit higher, but you can't really see it here, okay? The volume of the water wouldn't make a difference. This could be a bathtub, it could be a lake, this could be the ocean. It wouldn't make any difference how big the volume of water is, or the mass of the water that is creating the alleged buoyant force.
I think what he's getting at, I think he understands the gravitational formula really well, that F equals gm1m2 over r squared.
Yeah.
I'm convinced he does. And I think what he's saying is that the amount of mass between the apple and the center of the earth obviously contributes to that gravitational force. So if he put it on the ocean that's really deep, right, the gravitational force on the apple will be bigger because there's more mass between the apple and the center of the earth.
Yeah.
Which I kind of get, but that doesn't. I'm taking from him that he thinks then that the apple should sink.
I think I would say that he is thinking that, absolutely,
and completely ignoring the directional pull of gravity on the water.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's let him get his potatoes out. Here we go.
The mass of the earth creating gravity, the apple will still float just like this in any size water. But let's try it with a potato. Yeah? In this one, it sinks.
Stunning.
Yeah.
In this one, it floats. All right? The water is simply denser. So if this was the sea, a body of water of any size, it wouldn't make any difference. The potato would float like that, and the apple floats like that, regardless of the size of water or the mass of the body of water creating the buoyant force. Really, all we have in the Newtonian physics is a manipulation of numbers, assuming that everything is being pulled down to the earth because of the earth's mass.
I'm going to be honest, it kind of ends there, but listening to that last bit, I think he's convinced me, actually. I think he's actually convinced me. I'm going to give my shill money back.
Oh dear. The manipulation of numbers thing, I've seen quite a lot of his stuff, and he does bang on about equations and the making up of equations and how that's trying to manipulate everyone to think that the world's a globe and that gravity's real. He talks about that quite a bit, doesn't he?
But he does, and this manipulation of number stuff really, I want to smack my head against a brick wall. There's so many things that we can predict using the gravitational constant, like the period of a pendulum, right? Completely independent of like the mass of the pendulum, but gravity, right? The acceleration due to gravity, gravitational constant. You can predict the period of any pendulum of any length, right? Using that, you can predict the time something takes to fall to the ground using the gravitational constant and gravity. You can. There's all sorts you can do with it. All sorts.
Absolutely.
And you can predict it, to the T, can't you?
Indeed. And how do we know where Jupiter's going to be in 26 years? There's it's just the wealth of knowledge that we've got about it all is ridiculous. I just don't fathom it when they can't look into those equations and look into how it works. And I just think they look at it and ignore it.
Well, they do. And the thing about Jupiter you said was fascinating, right? Because I've heard some guy, he had, it wasn't a TARDIS, it was like a wooden box. And he sat in the wooden box shouting. And he was saying that the reason we can predict the movement of like say Jupiter in 220 years or whatever is because over the history of the Earth, we've just seen a pattern. Okay, and fair enough,
Right.
there are patterns that, but there are some things we predict that are like once in a 2,000 occurrence, 2,000 year occurrence. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's no pattern. How are we predicting those things? You know, it's you know, you can get out a child's pair of binoculars and look at the moons of Jupiter.
Absolutely. And that the interesting thing on that is Edmund Halley with the comet. He used Newton's equations to predict when the comet would come around next. And I'll just stop you presenting.
Yeah, I've just stopped it.
And he used Newton's equations to predict when the comet would come around next, and he died before that happened. And it got to mid-December, and Halley's comet hadn't come, and everyone was like, "Well, you know, he's messed this up, and Newton's equations are wrong." And it came on Christmas night, which was Newton's birthday.
Hey.
So, you know, even back then, they were, you know, shortly after Newton had published everything, people were using his mathematics to predict where things would be. Without computers, without, you know, all the technology we've got.
It's incredible, you know, but all this sort of, it's all sort of washed out the window by people saying stuff like, well, you know, science belongs to the individual. And
yeah.
But that, you know, you wouldn't, would you? If I was ill, right? If I had a cold, I wouldn't go out and create my own antibiotics because science belongs to me. I wouldn't go out and pick any old mushroom up from the garden and ferment it and inject myself with it. You know,
oh, dear.
I wanted to stream with you tonight. I didn't program my own computer. You know, I like science is out there by people who understand it. You know, and sometimes you got a bit of faith in, haven't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. And that's one of the biggest like these people are using technology to post their videos. You know, technology that uses the internet and iPhones and all of the technology which has been created and made by humans, and they deny the science that most of it was built by. It staggers me. You know, medical science. If you're poorly and you need to be fixed, medical science is there for you.
Yeah.
But if you doubt the science that a lot of medical science is based, I just can't. It just doesn't wash me. I just can't process how they think.
It's well, actually, there's a stubbornness behind it, isn't there? There's got to be stubbornness behind it.
There is, yeah, and that's the thing with flat Earth. When people get into it, and they're so deep into it, and they might start thinking, "Hang on, I might be wrong with this," but they're so far in, they can't turn around.
No,
because they've committed absolutely everything to it.
It's sort of it's depressing in a way. It's depressing, but like, I mean, me and you are both teachers, aren't we? And like, I don't want to get too deep, but I teach kids who are going to in the future struggle to understand how to pay a credit card bill off, or struggle how to budget, or, you know, struggle to cope as an adult. And they listen to the very, very I had an argument with a discussion with a child once. I think I put this on one of my videos, who said the more petrol that goes in a car, the faster the car goes, because they know that petrol makes a car go. So they've forged that conclusion themselves, and they were absolutely adamant. And, you know, it's the same thing. Water is level. Therefore, when we see a level ocean, the world must be level. It's the same level of thinking.
It is, yeah, you're right. I mean,
when those kids like hear that kind of stuff, it worries me that they'll be swayed by it, and because they don't have, unfortunately, the understanding, and they'll grow up suffering, you know, ridicule because of it. And you know, I'm getting a bit deep now, but it does kind of wind me up a little bit. That.
Yeah, I agree with you, but yeah, calm down a bit, man. Calm down.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. I mean, that's been. I mean, that's brilliant. We've done a couple of videos. Really pleased with that. And as I said, we will hopefully, I mean, do this maybe once a month, something like that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, we've got, how many have we got? We've got 1,150 watching. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Hello to everyone watching. Should we have a quick look at the chat box, see what's going on?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll get me phone out and see who's about. Oh,
Okay, here we go.
right, let's go right back. Who's in right now?
What have we got? There's quite a lot going on
I'm
here.
just on my
So,
phone trying to get him.
he's in a skeptic. How you doing?
Oh, Sean Hufford's still here. Alive Chatbox Travels. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Paulie Dooley.
Awesome.
Comments a lot on my channel. Hey, Paulie.
Talsetti Alpha, how you doing?
Yeah, he's good.
I watch him quite a bit. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you very much. This is moving, isn't it? Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it's shifting, isn't it?
Fighting
Fighting talk. Hi, fighting talk. PlanarWalk.
Younger. He's got a point, Younger Skeptic. Chatbox Travels Live. You've got to do that at some point.
Oh well. Funnily enough, I was planning a Halloween. Oh no, but that's not going to be live though. I was planning a Halloween special, which because you said to me the day you're doing it live, and I thought no, but I've got pre-recorded bits, but you know if I could mix in, this is giving me an idea. If I could mix in the pre-recorded bits, like the stay over at the haunted hotel and stuff, with live stuff like this. In fact, if you're up for that, we could do it. You know. With you if you wanted, and we could do like the live. We could put in the pre-recorded bits, but have live chat as well as a Halloween special.
Yeah. We'll chat about it afterwards. We'll see if we can work something out. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm up for a good Halloween one actually.
Yeah, well, I'm going to a haunted hotels.
Do you know what else we should do? I was going to talk to us about you later on, but I think we should do a 2018 awards for Flat Earth videos.
Like a Brits award, yeah.
Like last week of the year or something.
That'd be absolutely brilliant.
And we'll pick some videos. We'll make up some categories. If anyone's got any ideas on categories in the comments, chuck it in there, and we'll do some awards. I think that'll be quite good.
That'll be amazing. That will be amazing. I've just realised 2 people I was going to give a shout out to before and lost that piece of paper. I know Young Blue Skeptic put me onto a couple as well, and I can't exactly remember the names, but I checked the channel out. One was something, the Welshman something, and I can't check his channel out. It was great, so I'm going to kick myself. But two surprise shout outs, or 3 even, to Flat Earth channels, which is going to surprise you. I had a chat the other week with a guy called Mark Doxey. Now, I don't know if anyone knows Mark Doxey, but although I completely disagree with literally everything he says, he was an absolute gentleman. And he put the thing on his channel, and you can see he was just a really nice, none of this aggro or pushing for debate, just a friendly guy. He was good. And Belief is a Thief as well. I don't know if anyone's familiar with him.
Belief, I think I've seen him before.
Yeah, he did. He did something a couple of weeks ago, but he's only published it tonight. It's on his channel.
Okay.
Released it. My internet connection screwed it up for him. You can not really hear me too well. But just to show that there are ideas I don't agree with, but actually a couple of them, you know, decent people.
Yeah, I agree. There are a few who are very genuine, who genuinely believe what they're saying, and they're not knobs. Yeah, there are a few like that. Flat Out's here. Here he is.
He's just coming in.
Flat Out's here. Yeah, go on, son.
He was going to be my third. That guy's absolutely hilarious.
Oh my word! That self-mounted equatorial mount. I was crying.
The one he released yesterday, and about 2 minutes 26 seconds. If anyone can see it, it's etched into my brain. All I'm going to say is watch what the dog does and watch what the dog sniffs at. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh my word! Okay, I'll check out. Another one, Rapid X. Rapid X did the song about us.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. So everyone check out Rapid X. He's good as well.
3 Ps. Rapid X with 3 Ps.
Yes, yeah. I'm just trying to see who else we've got. A lot of people giving love to Flat Out.
Yes.
Why is the slow mode? Why is the slow mode on, James? I'm just doing what the mods tell me. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. So the mods are telling me what to do. So there you go. Blame them.
It's going way fast on my phone for me to.
Yeah, it is quick.
Oh, Surf Purzel, PlanarWalk, and the Angry Welshman. Found the list. Surf
Oh,
Purzel.
cool. He's found the list. What is it? Surf what?
Surf Purzel.
Jesus, we're gonna have to. This description box going to be massive. Right, look, we'll put them all. WhatsApp them to me. We'll put them on the.
I will do.
Yeah. Oh, Fred, am I on the non sequitur Friday? I am supposed to be on the non sequitur Friday. It's 1 a.m. my time though, so I might not be at all with it. I don't even know what's happening. I've just said yes, so we'll see.
Oh, I'll be watching that. What's that on? Non Sequitur show?
The non sequitur show, yeah, Friday.
Is that with that godless engineer guy? Is he one of the guys?
No, I don't know. I've only seen a couple, and I've seen Red's had a debate with Jeranism, and he just absolutely destroyed him. That's the only kind of time I've seen it, but it's quite good.
Yeah.
So, Godless Heathen, do you remember what Lily said if you did a live stream? I did, yeah. He said something about the fact that I wouldn't be able to get 1,000 viewers, but that was back when I had about 28,000. So, I mean, what are we at now? 1,000. So that's good though. I'm really happy with 1,000 actually.
Mate, you've just got more viewers for a live stream than I get like in an entire day. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome.
I'm so appreciative though. I love doing it. And the more that I've done, so that the last couple of weeks where I've been planning and filming and writing the 2 episodes a week, the more I love doing it. So yeah, I just.
So what's the plan for that second episode a week? Is it to be non-flat Earth related stuff?
Yeah, so the Tuesday, like a load of people commented on the video that I did, the first one on the dinosaurs. It's going to be Tinfoil Tuesdays.
Like it.
Yeah, so that should be good. So it's basically anything non-flat Earth. Although flat Earth is like my go-to type, like my go-to conspiracy. If I'm having a go at conspiracy people, it's flat Earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good. So what have you got coming up tomorrow then?
Well, I you know what? I haven't.
Oh yeah, you said, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't get it finished, and I thought I don't want to. I'm going to do a lengthier one on Saturday. The only one that I have semi-planned is that Halloween special. Whether it's live now or not, but I have got a night away in a haunted location looking for ghosts. I've got Flat Out is going to be making a bit of a cameo on it.
Nice.
And I've been requested so many times. I don't know if anybody saw my video on Saturday, but I did a ukulele song about chemtrails and a human body part. I have turned that into a full song, so that will make its debut as well. I'm
interested to hear that one, the full song.
It's it should be. Now I ain't gonna play anything tonight, but before we went live, I was practicing away. So
come on, bang it out.
I've not got it cracked yet. I've not got it cracked.
Bang out the chorus.
You know what? I've changed the chorus onto the. I can't do it on the uke. I can only play it on the. I'd have to transpose the chords onto the uke because.
Okay. We'll let you off. I know, and just enough about guitars to understand what you're saying there.
It's but apparently no. I'm glad because apparently I can't. The amount of comments I get saying, "Oh, you put those guitars in the background as to mask the fact that you're a government shill."
Yeah,
I bet you can't. I bet they're all plastic and inflatable.
Oh, brilliant! It's
fantastic.
Adrena One is from Southern England. Whereabouts in Southern England? I'm interested.
Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, thanks, Young Blue Skeptic. He's promoting the Discord server. So if you fancy chatting there. Oh, Wilder Walk UK, Portsmouth. Nice. I'm just down the road from you. Awesome.
Oh.
Although I'm not a massive. Oh, hang on.
God, it's going.
Essex, Devon. Cool. There's like Isle of Wight. Oh, of course. Gary IOW. Of course, you're Isle of Wight.
Matthew Brooks, Northern. Whereabouts are you, Matthew?
We're all trying to find North Hampshire at the moment. Fleet. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's about 25 minutes from me. Nottingham, Bristol, Leeds, Bristol. I was born in Bristol. There's USA, Auckland, quality. Gavin Vowles. You're my man. Please tell Catz to mute his mic while he's presenting a video. It picks up the audio and creates an echo. As we said, we're learning, so we'll do our best. Don't worry.
Oh, was I making noise? Sorry, guys.
Look at this. There's loads of people. Seattle, Boston, Hull, Tunbridge Wells, Bognor, Stafford, Swindon, Scotland, Estonia. Awesome.
Yeah, Motherwell, Kentucky, USA.
Anyone from Antarctica? I'll be interested to know. Oh, Guildford, cool. Hey, Kerry. Edinburgh, Mexico. Wow, absolutely brilliant. There's people from all over the world. Incredible.
It's all over the globe, mate. Yeah.
All over the globe. Absolutely. All over the globe.
That's impressive. That's absolutely. That's superb.
Okay, brilliant. He's just put globe. Love it.
Tommy Gronvold from Norway. I see him quite a.
Oh, Tom, yeah, he's cool. He comments quite a lot. Simon Dan is international. Yeah, thanks, thanks, Young Blue.
Wow, brilliant.
God, it's ridiculous. There's loads. Sweden. I love Sweden. I've been there quite a few times. Ireland, San Francisco. Interstellar Artois. Are you farting again, Conspiracy Catz?
Well, I did that on one of my. That was a real fart as well. It was,
South Africa, quality. Norway, South Jersey. Antarctica doesn't exist. Belgium, Mumbai, quality. Norfolk, India, Serbia, Germany. I mean, this is ridiculous. Wow. I genuinely didn't realise how far and wide everyone was. Awesome.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Modern technology, eh?
Here we go. Unknowner. Antarctica here. Slow internet because it's so cold.
Oh, PlanarWalk's in. PlanarWalk.
PlanarWalk. Yeah, he's New Zealand, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah. I think I called him an Aussie at first, and he wasn't too pleased.
He's. Oh, I like him. Watched his new video today.
He did another video actually about me with the subscribers quite a while ago. Chichester, awesome. That's near me. Alex Jones, Waterlooville. Is that? That's really close. I do know an Alex Jones, but I don't know if it's the same person.
Beside the dogs. I see him a lot. Hi, Super Si.
Who else we got? Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago. Awesome. Michigan, Christchurch, Blackpool, Finland, Liverpool. Wow.
Oh, this
amazing.
guy 0132 has asked, because I don't know, I need to get on with the non sequitur show because I keep hearing the name. Never seen it. It says, who are you debating? Is it like a debate show? Are you going on to debate someone?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. The guy just said it's a flat. He's called it Flat Earth Friday. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. I should be copyrighting that. But I don't. As you probably well know, I don't debate flat earthers. It's a pointless exercise. There's no point in doing it, and I'm not going to start. So I don't know what the plan is. We'll see. We'll see.
Wow, that's brilliant. I just can't believe how many people are in there.
It's incredible. Yeah. Alex Jones, never met you, unfortunately. Awesome. It's funny enough. My mum's from Waterlooville. That's funny. Press 1. Young Blue Skeptic. Press 1 if you live in the US. He's a funny lad, that lad.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant.
Right, okay. So you've got nothing coming up tomorrow. I've got a moon landing one coming up tomorrow.
All right, based on like just the whole hoax or a specific part?
Well, I do mention that. Look, there is so many different little sub conspiracies going on with the moon landing. It's difficult to pin one down. But I've found a guy. He's got an issue with the lunar module, so we'll do that, and we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it won't be the first time I ever do moon landings. There's an absolute wealth of videos. You should have a look at those. Oh, you did a bit actually, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a little bit, and someone posted in the comment section. I'm going to put it in chat box travels this week. That essentially the LEM must. I put a video of a Sprite can exploding in a vacuum.
Yeah, I saw that.
They said the LEM must explode in a vacuum because the LEM is bigger than a Sprite can. So because the LEM is bigger, the air pressure inside it must be like proportionally bigger. So it's like, because it's what, 100 times bigger than a Sprite can, the air pressure must be 100 times bigger inside it.
Unbelievable.
It's incredible, isn't it?
What is the? Do you know what the PSI is in a can of carbonated drink?
I did look it up actually, and it all depends on the fizzy drink, and it depends on the temp. Obviously, it depends on the temperature.
Yeah.
In terms of PSI, well, in terms of atmospheres, about room temperature, it can be up to 3 atmospheres.
Okay.
But it depends on the drink. So it's a couple of times bigger than the difference you'd expect between the LEM and a vacuum. But
yeah,
you know,
but it's yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, how big's an LEM compared to a Sprite can?
Well, judging by his thinking, then the air pressure on the Earth, which is miles bigger, must have like what, like 1 million atmospheres of pressure.
Our eyeballs are inside our brains right now.
Exactly. Now, I don't mind him like posting stuff like that, but when he calls me a dimwit on the end of it, that's how he gets in Chatbox Travel. So he'll be making an appeirance.
Awesome.
But,
awesome. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. What time's it come out? Do you always schedule them for? Is it about 9:10?
I'll try and do it about 9 o'clock. Yeah, but I have things going on and stuff. And the other day, YouTube wasn't working, so it came out at 10. Oh, the amount of stress I had that day, somehow. But yeah, around 9 a.m. it should be.
Right.
And then Friday, anyone who liked the Flat Earth Fail compilation, number 3 is out on Friday. So if you like that one, wait for Friday.
Look forward to that.
I did a couple of Flat Earth fails. It's like when you've got a video that's only a couple of minutes long and you can't devote a whole like 12, 13 minutes to it. So you just like lace them all together.
No, so that's how Seti Alfie does stuff like that, doesn't he? He takes like short little clips, doesn't he? And it's absolutely hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
Oh, Young Blue Skeptic is uploading soon as well, so look forward to his. Right, okay, let's round off. Thanks very much for joining me, mate. Really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me. Honestly, I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was loads of fun. We'll definitely try and make this a monthly thing. We're trying to improve as we go. The mods can tell me how much I don't know what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. So good stuff. I'll see you guys Tuesday and Friday, and your next one Saturday.
Next one Saturday.
Yeah, cool. Look forward to it. Brilliant. I'll see you later, buddy.
Okay, bye, mate.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.